the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in the
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On the set. Mike 57. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
On first down, Daniels. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go, Jude.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
At their own 15-yard line.
Let's go now. 54 guys. 54 miles. Stay with your man.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Third and 15.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
40's a mutt. What's the run? They're running, man. Hey, go Mike 40. Let's go, D.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got room to run past the 20. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Fielded at about the 28. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ready? 50, plant. 52, come on. Here we go. Check, hot. Go.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
80 weapons. Five. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Let him know. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Catch made by Fulgham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl to look.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Fields. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Here's 2nd and 8. Dumps it off to Mixon. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd and 2, Fields. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mike 54.
To throw on third down, Fields. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his fourth touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Hey, Echo. 3 down. Pilot, 64, weak, now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
30 base.
Not today, you are. Not today.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey!
57.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Runs through the contact. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check. Fresno. Check 3. Check
Greystone travel.
3. Check 3.
Back to throw. Daniels. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Ready up.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Daniels. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd and 11. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Fields. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. On 1st and 10, Fields. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
And a Bengal first down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And the ball is knocked out.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Possession.
Set, ready. Set, hold on. 54, right, 54. Tighten up, tighten up.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
54, right there, right there.
They'll run the option right here on first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Fields. Being chased out left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 16-yard touchdown. Well, the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Watch 84. He's going. Tight end right.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 5-4. You're not ready. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Dorsett's got it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd and 2, Fields. He gets this one to Boyd. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Here we go. 6 yards. 5-4.
Right here.
On 2nd down, Mixon, and some room to work. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Lions take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Fulgham. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4th. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Zoom, zoom. Let's go. Hey, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Fulgham in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But
and got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On 1st down, Fields. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And his kick is indeed good. And they have regained the lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bengals, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Lions, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.